Hello, my name is Niels Ryde. I'm a bass player, composer and educator based in Copenhagen. I've been playing music since I was 13 years old and teaching also in many schools and conservatoriums and played all over the world with my music and other people's music. I have a new project and I just recorded an album with a new group called Deep Songs. I always wanted to combine Scandinavian, American music with African music. And this project comes to life now. I'm working with Deodato Sekir, a drummer from Mozambique, who's also singing, and Danish saxophone player Simon Spang Hansen, and a very talented young guitar player Mads Nørgaard. And we just recorded an album in Soundscape Studios Copenhagen with Louise Nipper. And the record will be released here in June 2025. I've been working as a musician and since I was 13, played in school bands. I joined several bands since the mid-80s, and ever since I have been joining for so many musicians and projects during the time. I've been very fortunate to work with some really fantastic human beings and musicians in my time, and I had especially two tours with the great Lou Soloff, American trumpet player who played with Jill Evans' orchestra for at least 25 years. I met him at a Vallekilde summer session here in Denmark, and we immediately felt in contact, and we made a record, and I played with him in New York also. I also had a cooperation with the Austrian guitar player Wolfgang Mutspiel, which also did a record, and that was also quite a very nice journey. So my background is primarily self-taught, but I had a classical teacher for 5 years with the string bass, and then I had 2 other teachers, and I went to lessons with the great Niels Henning Ørsted Petersen, Danish world-famous bass player. I come from a home with music and art. My parents played. My father played the piano and my mother played the flute. I was actually very inspired by music, but not until I got 12, 13. I got really hooked on music. When I heard some of my friends were playing in the school, I joined this band. I wanted to join them. And they said, okay, if you have to join us, you have to play bass. And I was not aware of what I should play or anything. I was just so attached when they played music. I want to be there in that energy they had. So I started playing bass. So it was actually not my choice, but it became my choice. And we were 4 guys playing school bands, and I had to learn 25 songs within 2 months. So that was a lot. But I just started immediately and practiced. Every day I came from school. And one of my friends who was in the band, who is also a famous musician now, he helped me a lot. So that's how I started. But I also got more into jazz, because when I heard a certain record with Bill Evans Trio from 1974, Bill Evans Trio live in Tokyo with Bill Evans, Eddie Gomez, Martin Morell. That's where my heart went. I wanted to be where they are in that music, in that space where they are. And I think I come a long way, and I'm so happy to be able to be there in that music. And that was my biggest inspiration at that time, and still is. My favorite venues in Denmark is the Christiania Jazz Club is a unique place in all Scandinavia. There's such a special atmosphere, and you can play whatever you want there, and the people are so nice out there, and it attracts a lot of attention, international also. That's one of my favorite clubs. The other one is the reopened Montmartre in Copenhagen. I played so many venues, but these are special. And in the 80s there was this fantastic place in Aarhus called Huset, where I played often. It reminds me of Christiania, the same atmosphere, but so many fantastic concerts I heard with all the top jazz musicians came there. But for now, these are my favorite venues, Montmartre and Christiania Jazz Club in Denmark. Thing. I mean, I like that element, you know. It's like, yeah.